Hearing this morning, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is deciding how to handle Governor Evers' 400-year veto that increased school funding by $325 per student. Our Merrill Hubbard has the story.
And this court should hold that the 400-year veto is unconstitutional.
The Supreme Court heard arguments over how far the governor can take partial veto power.
That is a natural result of this court's case law from over 100 years.
Wisconsin's partial veto was created in 1930, but weakened by constitutional amendments in 1990. Wisconsin governors, both Republican and Democrat, have long used their veto power to reshape the budget. It's an act of gamesmanship between the governor and legislature.
The legislature knows what the governor's going to try to do. The governor knows what he can do and not have challenged after the fact through partial veto cases like this one.
This court case stems from a line item veto made by Governor Evers in 2023, where he crossed off certain numbers to prolong school funding. Now, this is the way it was originally written. So all the governor had to do was take off the 20 and the hyphen to create the year 24-25. Meaning school funding would be locked in from 2023 to the year 24-25. There are some limitations to partial vetoes. Governors are not allowed to strike out individual letters to create new words. In this case, though, Evers found a loophole and struck out numbers and punctuation. But those arguing against the veto say he still has too much power.
The court needs to interpret constitutional text consistent with its purpose and not be maybe too literal.
To which the court replied,
I understand the argument that 400 years seems absurd. Equally absurd to me is your argument that a letter is a number, or vice versa, that a number is a letter.
On the other side of the coin, the court is simultaneously conflicted.
It's starting to feel like the sky is the limit.
This is not the first time a governor has used partial veto to extend a policy well into the future. In 2017, Scott Walker used the partial veto to extend a program for school spending on energy efficiency for 1,000 years.
For decades, this court has been the most permissive in the nation in condoning broad partial vetoes.